Welcome back to the Traders Network show, broadcasting worldwide on equities.com. I'm Matt Bird. I'm here with Frank Ricotta in Davos, Switzerland for the 2019 World Economic Forum. Frank, you've been our eyes and ears for the entire week. We're on Thursday. Tomorrow it pretty much shuts down. Tell us, give us an update. What did you find out there?
Well, I mean, this year compared to last year, I think the mood's quite a bit different. I mean, a lot of things happening in the world this year. A lot of conflicts with what's happening on the local fronts for many world leaders, and they've either shortened their stay or decided not to attend at all, along with their entire delegations.
Do you think that has in any way kind of trickled down to the street, or do you think that that's isolated and separate from what's going on the street? Because we're seeing, I'm not going to say a ghost town, but it's about 10% of last year's turnout here.
Yeah. You know, I think it has, but here's part of that as well. So last year we had the anti-World Economic Forum, or the anti-globalization from the standpoint of the crypto community. They were here. The crypto community was here in force on many different fronts. You know, really challenging the notion of traditional globalization, taking it more from the perspective of a crypto or enhancing individual liberty perspective. You know, where it's a network, where it's cryptocurrencies, where it's a decentralized form of government.
Yeah, we had the fintech advisor to the premier of Bermuda here talking about that what spun out of last year here was ingenuity, which helped at this point create legislation, create the framework for commerce. And I think where we're going with now is we're seeing convergence of tech and regulation finally starting to manifest something.
Yeah. I think last year a lot of folks on the policy and regulatory side of life were trying to figure out what to do. You know, they had this initial gut reaction of blocking things. So we saw a number of jurisdictions, you know, really get pretty aggressive on ICOs because of, you know, what happened towards the end of 2017. But the innovative sovereign states decided to look at how can they embrace it, how can they make it really a safe zone to drive innovation, and Bermuda was one of those, and Mauritius is another, and there's several other sovereign nations that really embraced it and tried to create crypto-friendly legislation to spur this kind of innovation.
You know, okay, so let's talk about innovation in sovereign nations. You've done a few yourself. You've been engaged with the Bermudan government. You've the U.S. side, state government internationally. You've been at the EU Parliament. You've literally been everywhere in 2018. How productive has Davos for 2019 been for you?
Well, you don't have the breadth of conversations, you know, given again the attendance this year, but you have really in-depth conversation, real meaningful conversations with substance and substantive action items as a follow-up. And I think that's really going to be the hallmark of 2018 World Economic Forum. 2019. There we go. I'm still in last year. It was such a year that time collapsed last year. Yeah, but 2018 is going to really push the bubble one more time in terms of, here's the type of conversations. This is what I'm talking about, Matt. So, you know, on one side, last year was about how cryptocurrencies are going to totally kill traditional financial markets.
Change everything.
Didn't happen, right? And change and eventually it will, right? It's a long process. But what we're now talking about this year is the business of blockchain. How is it really applied to effectuate incremental and subsequently massive change? The other thing is, how do you take a technology like that or solutions like that and really restructure the SPG programs and really get out and deal with broader social impact initiatives where the beneficiary of who's being targeted actually receives the benefit. You know, we start cutting out waste and abuse and more benefit to the person.
Well, I certainly think the immutable ledger portion of the blockchain actually will help crystallize where do those funds go.
Yeah.
Or why didn't it make it to the destination it needed to make it to? We see too often in Africa, in Latin America, in Asia, in the Pan-Pacific, you know, these big social impact initiatives, and they fall short just as they get to the ground. And the resources dry up, but the forecasting is there. So what happened to the money in between? I think that, to your point, the implementation of block within those social impact initiatives would actually self-regulate.
Yeah, you know, A lot of people say, hey, we don't know what's going on, you know, a lot of crime hiding, and it's not really true. It's one of the most transparent transactional systems that we could ever create, because everybody can look at it. You're going to see what's happening. And the other aspect, you're going to start leveling out the economies within supply chains. So those that may have been marginalized now have an opportunity to contribute and be and receive kind of fair payment for the services they're providing. That's what excites me most about this, and in this crossover in these public-private partnerships and application of this technology. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of really innovative financial services offerings. I think there's going to be innovative health offerings. You know, that's the place we play. But you know, the reality of this notion is crossover public-private partnership. It's going to enable new types of services. I don't think we've even imagined what they are right now.
Hey, listen. So we got to cut to a commercial break in a minute, but it's. I hear it hasn't quite broke yet, but is it true you just got approved to the UN Global Compact?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you know, that one is truly exciting. There's about 9,000 companies in the Global Compact, only about 500 in the U.S. There's only one blockchain company that the UN Global Compact has accepted, and that's BurstIQ. And I can't be prouder of what our team has accomplished in terms of being recognized in that capacity. But more importantly, I'm just so excited about 2019 and taking advantage of that. You know, kind of coming off some momentum again here in Davos.
What you've done is amazing this last year, and I'm expecting more big things out of you in 2019. So everybody, Frank Ricotta, CEO of BurstIQ, he's been our eyes and ears for equities. He's also been contributing as we've been going. You've been seeing some of the technical updates and technical in-depth interviews he's been giving us. This is the end of our show here for today. Have a great night. We hope to pick up and send you more from BEF, the World Blockchain Forum, later tomorrow. Have a good night.
Forum is brought to you by Salt, providing fintech solutions for digital assets. Visit them at saltlending.com. Special thanks to Russia House and rosscongress.org for hosting our show here in Davos in the World Economic Forum. And a special shout out to BurstIQ for their expert commentary in blockchain and technology. And thank you, 1-800 Public Relations, for all your PR and media support. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away.